What if everything you thought you knew about electricity, and the very foundation of the modern world, was shaped not by the names you remember from school, but by a shadowy figure whose story was almost erased? A man who lit the world, yet died in obscurity. A man whose ideas were so far ahead, they challenged the limits of imagination and science itself. This is the untold story of Nikola Tesla, a visionary, a recluse, and perhaps the most misunderstood genius in history. Nikola Tesla was born on a stormy night in 1856 in Smiljan, a small village in the Austrian Empire, now Croatia. Legend says a fierce lightning storm raged as he took his first breath, an ominous sign of the electric force he would one day command. His father was a Serbian Orthodox priest who hoped Nikola would follow him into the clergy. But his mother, though illiterate, was an inventor in her own right, known for creating practical household tools. From her, Tesla inherited a spark of creativity that fueled his lifelong obsession with invention and discovery. As a boy, Tesla exhibited extraordinary mental abilities. He claimed to possess a perfect memory and the rare gift of mental imagery, visualizing complex machines fully formed in his mind and refining them without ever putting pen to paper. This talent set him apart, but also isolated him, as he often lost himself in vivid visions of electricity and machinery. Tesla's education was turbulent. He studied electrical engineering at the Austrian Polytechnic in Graz and later at Charles Ferdinand University in Prague, but never graduated. Some say he suffered a nervous breakdown. Others whisper of conflicts with professors and rigid academic systems. What is clear is that Tesla was no ordinary student. He was a restless mind, hungry to break free from conventional thinking. In 1882, while working for a telephone company in Budapest, Tesla conceived the rotating magnetic field, the principle that would become the backbone of alternating current AC electricity. Later, at the Continental Edison Company in Paris, he realized the limitations of Thomas Edison's direct current DC systems. The rivalry between Tesla and Edison was legendary, a clash not just of personalities, but of visions for the future. Edison's DC was widespread, but inefficient for transmitting power over long distances. Tesla's AC, however, could travel farther with minimal loss. Edison, fiercely protective of his inventions and investments, waged a campaign to discredit AC, branding it dangerous and deadly. This war of currents reached the public eye in chilling ways. Edison publicly electrocuted animals to stoke fear of AC power. Tesla's revolutionary ideas, although superior in efficiency, were overshadowed by Edison's smear tactics and financial influence. Tesla found a powerful ally in George Westinghouse, an industrialist who believed in the promise of AC. Together, they electrified the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, illuminating the night sky and demonstrating the undeniable power and safety of alternating current. Despite these triumphs, Tesla's life was marked by struggle. Unlike Edison, a shrewd businessman, Tesla was a dreamer and idealist. He neglected his finances, fell into debt, and lost control of many patents. He envisioned inventions far beyond his time: wireless electricity transmission, remote control, even a death ray weapon, but was often mocked and dismissed by contemporaries as a madman. Tesla was a man of contradictions. He worked tirelessly for days, consumed by visions, yet battled intense phobias, obsessive behaviors, and social isolation. His strict routines and eccentric habits only deepened his mystique. One of Tesla's greatest ambitions was wireless power, broadcasting electricity through the atmosphere to provide free energy worldwide. His Wardenclyffe Tower was built to achieve this dream, but funding dried up, and the project was abandoned. Overshadowed by emerging technologies and corporate interests, Tesla's work faded into obscurity. He died alone in a New York hotel room in 1943, penniless and forgotten. Yet today, the legacy of Nikola Tesla powers our world. From the alternating current running through every city to the wireless technologies we rely on daily. His story reminds us that true genius often lies beyond recognition, challenging us to look deeper than the surface of history. The final years of Nikola Tesla's life were marked by solitude and poverty. Once a man who dreamed of lighting the world, he now spent his days feeding pigeons in New York City parks, largely forgotten as the world celebrated other inventors and entrepreneurs. Yet even in obscurity, Tesla's mind never rested. He continued to tinker with inventions and write about the future: robotics, renewable energy, and even communication with other planets. What secrets did Tesla leave behind when he died alone in 1943? How close was he to breakthroughs that could have reshaped history? And why did some of his work vanish, lost to time and corporate power struggles? Tesla's life after the fall of Wardenclyffe Tower is a tale of relentless ambition shadowed by isolation. Though financial ruin and fading public recognition clouded his later years, his mind raced with revolutionary ideas, many so advanced they seem fantastical even today. In the early 20th century, Tesla shifted focus toward wireless communication and energy transmission. He envisioned a world where information and power flowed freely through the air, unhindered by cables or infrastructure. While radio waves were still a novel discovery, Tesla dreamed far beyond simple communication. He imagined transmitting usable electrical power across vast distances, a breakthrough that could have revolutionized global energy distribution. His Wardenclyffe Tower on Long Island embodied this dream, a colossal structure designed to broadcast both signals and electricity without wires. But as ambitious as the project was, funding dried up. J.P. Morgan, Tesla's primary backer, grew skeptical about the financial returns, pulling support before the tower's completion. Though Wardenclyffe failed, Tesla's work laid critical groundwork for wireless technology. Many of his patents contributed to the development of radio, even though credit controversially went to Guglielmo Marconi, who adapted Tesla's earlier inventions. Tesla's inventions often bordered on science fiction. He spoke of a teleforce weapon, later dubbed the death ray, capable of projecting concentrated energy beams miles away. Though some small-scale demonstrations occurred, the weapon's full capabilities were never publicly proven. During World War II, reports suggest the U.S. government showed interest, but no concrete evidence of weaponization surfaced. Beyond weapons and wireless power, Tesla was fascinated by the forces of nature. He sought to harness cosmic rays, the Earth's electromagnetic energy, and speculated that intelligent signals might be reaching Earth from other planets, decades before the formal search for extraterrestrial life began. Despite these grand visions, Tesla's personal life grew lonelier. A lifelong bachelor and reputedly celibate, he devoted himself entirely to his work. His eccentricities, an obsession with the number 3, fear of germs, aversion to pearls, made him an enigmatic figure, both admired and ridiculed. In his final years, Tesla lived in a series of New York hotel rooms, often falling behind on rent. His fortune dwindled, and he relied on small stipends and royalties from earlier inventions. Though offers of help came, Tesla declined anything that might compromise his ideals. He died alone in 1943, in relative obscurity, while the world was engulfed in World War II, a time of rapid advances in radar, atomic energy, and jet propulsion. Yet the man who dreamed of wireless energy and remote control left behind a legacy far more complex than the public understood. After his death, the U.S. government swiftly seized Tesla's papers and research, citing national security. Some documents remain classified to this day, sparking decades of speculation about hidden technologies and suppressed inventions. Today, Tesla's true impact is finally gaining recognition. His ideas laid the foundation for alternating current electricity, radio, wireless communication, robotics, and early concepts of radar and X-rays. Perhaps we remember Edison more not because he was the greater genius, but because history is often written by those who hold the power. Nikola Tesla's life challenges us to rethink innovation, not just as inventions that succeed, but as the daring visions of those who imagine what others cannot see. In our age of smartphones, wireless internet, and electric vehicles, Tesla's shadow still looms large, a mysterious figure who illuminated the world, yet whose brightest secrets remain waiting to be rediscovered.